So today is Teachers' Day, the very auspicious day. Actually, on this day, students respect their teachers, and teachers bless the students, and they perform so many cultural program, and celebrate this occasion. So every year in our tutorial home, we celebrate this. This year also we are going to celebrate that. We will recite, sing, and deliver speech, etc., etc. But before celebration, I want to discuss about the importance of Teachers' Day with one of my students, senior student, Sneha Paul, undergoing the course of second year English honors. So Sneha, your name is Sneha Paul.
Yes.
Please, let's start our discussion about the importance of this day. Sneha, you know, the Teachers' Day is a day to renew the sweet and friendly bond between teachers and students. And this is the day on which students celebrate it wholeheartedly. They enjoy these days very much. So, we should know, before celebration, we should know the importance of this day. So, in Teachers' Day, if we see, we'll find that in Teachers' Day, three things, teachers, students, and education are involved.
Exactly.
So let's discuss about teacher. So, according to you, who is the real teacher? According to your opinion, because you are senior student, now you have experienced a lot about teachers, students, everything. So, what is your opinion about teacher? Very briefly, you tell me.
Okay. So, hi everybody, and today we are discussing on a very auspicious day, that is Teachers' Day. And as you have told that the three things is the main leading point of this Teachers' Day, that is one, teacher, student, and next is education. So first the word teacher comes, and as you have asked me, teacher. So if I just make it in a very big way, or if I just say in a panoramatic way, so the teacher word, it's not a limited in a very particular field. Rather, in our life, they are not only teachers who guide us in schools, college, or in university, but the teacher who are always just make us inspired. They give us inspiration, energy to work in.
That means you are going to tell that teacher will be the person who devotes himself in not only in teaching students, but solving so many problems of the students, and toil hard to make the career of the students beautiful. Not only to give the bookish knowledge, but apart from that, they should guide the other knowledge also, so that in each and every field of their life, they will be able to overcome any problem.
Any problems, any hard circumstances, deadlock situations. And that thing, it goes this way, that whenever we are in any deadlock situations or any difficult circumstances, we always remember our teacher. And the teacher works as a guide always to us and lead us to that right path of life. And in this life experience, we met so many teachers. At first, when we are in our childhood, the first teacher we meet our parents. Next, when we go to in our academic career, when we start learning, then we meet our teachers in our schools. Afterwards in life, not only in colleges, professors, etc., but in life we meet some persons who are always there to help us, to lead us, and to guide us. So in a broad aspect, if we discuss it, so teacher is a leading figure of our life.
But do you think, Sneha, that nowadays, I am not telling all the teachers are same.
Yes.
So, in your experience, school, colleges, so many teachers are there, you came across. So nowadays, are they doing their responsibility properly, actually, or not? What is your experience in it?
Yes.
I'm not telling that each and every teacher is same. So you tell your experience.
So now I'm our second year English honors student, and I have already come across so many teachers, guides. So what I found, the thing is that not actually all the teachers are same.
Yeah.
Some are very professional, some are very helpful, and they are helpful to some extent that even a question arises in my mind,
Yeah.
they are ready to help always.
Yeah.
And some
Sincerely and very friendly way,
Very
they are
friendly.
making you understand what is your question, what question arises in your mind. They are
Exactly.
making it clear.
Sometimes they just forget that boundary of being a mere teacher or student.
Yeah.
They help us to certain extent which we can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And even also I have met some teachers, they're not that much helpful in that way. They're always just follow their pattern or their
Systematically, stereotype they are
stereotype.
teaching.
Always we find a very
And they are not cooperating. When they are in
Exactly.
school, college, they are giving syllabus, they are
And
taking
sometimes-
exam. But before exam,
Yes.
but they are not feeling themselves they are responsible for guiding them properly so that they find no problem in examination. It's not
And
their duty
always
actually.
what I find sometimes that a missionary system is going on within them.
Yeah.
They just with a particular time, with a particular period, they are available, and sometimes they're maybe not. If they have the wish to inform us, they will. If they don't have that much energy to inform us that beyond the course, they will not. So actually it varies to person. So there are all the persons are not same, and even all the teachers are not same.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
I realized that
Yeah.
the thing is that, so being a person good, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that being a teacher he or she will be good.
Yeah.
Teacher, it's not a person,
Yeah.
it's the quality in the person what makes him or her teacher.
Yeah.
So I feel that.
So everybody should acquire such quality actually, which is not possible nowadays. We are seeing.
Actually, it is in the real world. We are seeing that nowadays students are just going far from the teachers, despite
And the teachers always should be humble and polite.
exactly
He should have patience of mind
patience
actually.
of mind, but that the qualities we find it's lacking actually
Yeah.
nowadays
Yeah.
in teachers. They lack the patience, they lack the courage to inform the students properly. Even sometimes that the guidance what we actually
Actually
we need to just educate the students properly, not by that bookish knowledge,
Bookish
but
knowledge.
through that even spiritual knowledge and even the internal
Now, first the
qualities.
knowledge of honesty, first the knowledge of humanity,
Yes.
first the knowledge of good manners,
Exactly.
and first the knowledge of discipline. Unless having such discipline, a student should not be called a student. Actually, if you are not good human being, first students have to be. We are coming to the next point about the students. So we are concluding the discussion about teacher. So I am telling you again, what should a teacher nowadays should take oath on this auspicious day, because you know that this great teacher, just we have garlanded his picture on his picture. He was a great thinker, great educationist, our ex-vice president, first vice president of Free India and second president of Free India. And he was a great philosopher, one of the greatest philosophers in this world actually. But he took birth in a very poor Brahmin family, and his father wanted him to become a priest because his father was not such money to spend for his educational expenditure, and he was so intelligent that throughout his academic career he got scholarship to continue the expenses of his education. This great man was so polite on his birthday in the year 1962 when he was the president of India. Wanted to celebrate his birthday and wanted to take his permission, and he told smilingly that it would be his proud privilege if students celebrate on his birthday in the name of Teachers' Day, because he loved education, he loved teachers, he loved students, and he wanted that on his birthday all the teachers in our country should be honored.
Yes.
So if we honor, we means teachers honored this day, honored Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, so what they should take oath? They should take oath, they will be sincere, they will be honest, and apart from their professional earning, they should devote wholeheartedly in building the career of the students to make them a good, not only students, a good citizen of our country. So let's come to the next point. Are the students performing well and they are doing their duty properly? All the students are not same, I am telling you. Just like all the teachers are not same, all the students also not. So all the students also are not same. So what should be the ideal students in your IUTEP?
So as previously we have discussed about the teachers, and while we come to know that all teachers are not same.
Yeah.
So in this way, if we come to the second pillar of this Teachers' Day, student, what that really makes a great contribution in our progress of the country. So even student, and being a student, I must say that all the students are not same.
Yeah.
And the efforts of the students are also not exactly same like others.
Yeah.
Even the age that also have changed, and in the course of changing, what we find that the values have changed.
Yeah.
For their teachers, for their circumstances, surroundings, everything has changed. Previously, we have come across so many examples of great students who were very eager to learn a new thing, and even that time when the sources were not that much available, they actually used to hard and toil for that education. We can give so many examples, and the examples will be in a broad way to give, but very few examples.
Earlier days, I am interrupting you. Earlier days, students actually really was very obedient and hardworking, and they were very much from poor background, poor family, but they achieved. They succeeded.
Yes.
But nowadays, most of the students, their parents are not keeping any, they are not in poverty, they are getting all facility, and their parents are sacrificing for them, and in spite of that all are not getting success.
So for example, what I actually wanted to tell, that the great Ishwar Chandra Vidyashagar, he was a scholarly person.
Yeah.
And we knew the story that how he loved to study, how he just continued his study even on the lights of street lamp.
Yeah.
So there is a question arise that today, is it possible for students? No.
They cannot imagine such
They
thing.
cannot imagine.
In a little problem, if there is load shedding, they are telling that, no sir, is it possible to continue our study in this situation? There is no fan over our head.
Yes. So the thing is that day by day the days are changing and the mentality of the students are changing. So previously, if they have to take a book, they have to go to library, and that library is far away from their homes.
Yeah.
And today we have so many material sources. We have the great internet sources. We have books in hard copy, in soft copy.
Yeah, all
we
types
have
of
our
things.
teachers. But what are we doing the work of a student seriously?
Actually, the lack of knowledge of utilization, we are not able to utilize everything properly.
And nowadays, the students, what they mainly lack, they lack the concentration.
Yeah, yeah.
The concentration
Which is the key to success.
key to success, and the students really lack it. Actually, they have nowadays, as besides the facilities, they have the distractions also. So many distractions, and they just go to those distractions. They focus on that.
Fraction of time they are changing their mind from they are going to others without
Yes,
being able to
nowadays,
keep
the
concentration
students-
what they are reading actually on which.
Nowadays, the students are really fickle-minded.
Yeah, fickle minded.
They are not just, they don't able to take any firm decision. They are not able to stick on one point. And what happens?
Frequently they are changing their
mind
topic
are
and mind.
always flickering, and the result is very obvious. They are not able to reach their
Goal,
their desired
successfully.
goal, their target, and whenever they are just departing from or detaching from their target,
Yeah.
they are going to depression.
And they are thinking that then they realized that what they did at the time.
Yeah.
So always I am telling my students that at such time which you are now passing, that it will never come back again in future. Then you will realize that what you have lost.
Yes, the time, it's a very precious thing, even for all maybe, but for the students it's really a precious thing, because this period is specifically for the students to learn something new, to gather the knowledge, and to enrich the mind.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we lost the time, it's nothing to take with the world outside, but the loss will be for our inner selves.
Yeah.
And that loss, it actually affects when afterwards, when we started to realize.
Yeah,
And that's
And
far-fetched.
then nothing to do actually.
Nothing to
Then
do
already you have lost
Already
that
the
period.
time-
Now parents are taking care of you. I am telling students, taking care of them, and everybody which are their demand, they are being supplied by their parents.
Exactly.
But they are neglecting their time, and in this way they are wasting the valuable, very precious time for them, which will never come back. Then they will repent for this in
Repent for this,
future.
exactly. And when they will start repenting, no, that time they will actually have nothing to do.
Yeah,
Because time and tide wait for none.
So now we come to the point that what should be a real student. The student first should be before starting education, before concentrating education, they should be a good human being, good person. Good person, I am meaning, should be honest, should be obedient, and should be able to respect the senior, other teachers
And
also.
they should possess those values,
Yeah.
what we actually lack today.
Yeah.
And what I think that a student must have: one, the power of concentration; second, perseverance, which is very important; and third, the values he or she should possess in himself or herself.
So, student, before celebration of such an important day, to honor the great teacher, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, the great philosopher, the students should also take oath that they should concentrate their study at the time of study. They should be very honest, they should be very obedient, and above all, they will try to be a good human being because they are the future citizen of our country. So our nation will be gained to get a good student, honest student. So let's come about the education. So about the education nowadays, earlier also, your parents, your father, your mother, your grandfather got education, how they got help of the education, and what do you mean by the word education?
Yes.
People don't know actual meaning of education. They only mean that you are reading 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. You are doing MA. You are getting so many doctorate degree. That is education. But education is not
Not
that.
like that, yes.
Something different.
Exactly,
Yeah.
George. I'm just getting the reference from it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, parents also, students also, and even teachers to some extent also, they think education, and they compare the education to some numerical values, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
degree
yeah,
course.
yeah.
They take this way the education.
Yeah.
And
After completion of this, then you have been completed everything, and you are a very scholar person. You are very educated person.
with your certificates,
Yeah.
with your courses,
Yeah.
acknowledgement. So you are a very good student, and you have.
And after that, you will tell that there is no meaning of education.
Yes.
I have completed, I have gathered, I have obtained, I have secured so many degrees, but no use of this. So why should I study? But they don't know. This is not education which
Exactly.
they will not be able to compete in the present situation. They will not get any job even with that education.
Exactly.
Then they will not be able to succeed. They will only entry. You are graduate, you are honors graduate, you are MA, so please come and sit, appear in the examination. Otherwise, you will not the entry to sit examination. But after sitting examination, your performance is so dull that you are not eligible for the post.
And what the confidence we have gathered, that is completely
And
wasted.
then you will realize that you are not educated. You may be able to complete your educational academic life, but all of no use. All become of no use.
Yes, actually,
Useless.
Then we actually realize that the days we have passed in schools or in classes, exactly we have done a stereotypical. We have done a stereotypical systems, and
Yeah.
we are just praised into it, and we are forced also
Yeah.
here. So education.
And we are being
work.
happy to complete after completion that we have completed. But whenever we are going for any test, any examination, then we are very much upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually, I have already come across so many parents nowadays, upcoming parents or.
I am interrupting one thing. Students are coming and telling me, sir, what is important? Tell me for examination. I am telling no importance. You have to read all.
All, yeah.
And you have to be ready for facing any challenge in life, any you write the whole story, whole stage, and you just be eligible, efficient for writing in your own what you have learned, not memorizing the fact or memorizing the teacher's writing. You will write. Writing will be yours, and opinion will be yours. Only you will get the basic knowledge from the book. Okay, you continue.
And nowadays, that what you've told, that students always come to you and they ask you that please tell us, give some suggestion to us. Actually, people are always in a mood to shortcut. So they are not ready to learn everything, not memorize everything, only a particular suggestion, notes. They are all best.
That means they want to have the certificate, they want to have the degree. Not I am in 9, I am now 10, I am now in 11, I am now in 12, I am the students of graduation, I have completed graduate. This is their thinking
This
actually.
is actually what education is. They don't try to hunt the real meaning of education. And if someone tells them, they just avoid it. So they just avoid it.
Avoid it, ignore it,
neglect
and they take it, oh, sir is advising unnecessarily. Everybody tells like that.
So actually they tell us that don't give your free knowledge. We don't need it actually. But what actually education is, it's not something that we show by our outside certificates or the courses acknowledgements, but the thing we acquire, we possess in ourselves, in our insides. In the
Because
core of
Vivekananda told that everything is in you. Everything is in you. So all the human being is having everything. But that is not being exposed. So a teacher's duty is to help the student to expose, and students also do to expose his inner beauty, inner knowledge.
Yes, inner knowledge.
Yeah.
That's the thing, that we have to just awake our inner selves in every situations. And what's the exact meaning of having education? Having education, it doesn't mean that you go to an office and you do your
You are earning
job,
money, etc.
earning
Everybody
money.
is going to earn money.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody is going
But
to earn.
what that education that makes you different than an uneducated person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uneducated person doesn't mean that that person it's just outside
Everybody
of
can be a human being, but not good human
good
being.
human being.
So everybody is try to be a good human being.
Human being. Even in our life, we are always giving exams. We are giving exams to be a better person, to transform ourselves to our better self.
Yeah.
So that time we also need that education of our inner self. And whenever we just come to know that how to actually tribute ourselves to our education,
Yeah.
and just have the perfect knowledge to maintain it, and we will be successful.
Successful in that sense that we will be able to overcome each and every
Every
problem
situation.
of our life in every sphere of life. Not only in specific case.
Specific.
So our knowledge will be developed in such a way we will be able to take decision, give our opinion properly at the proper time.
Exactly.
We can use that our knowledge.
And our life,
Yeah.
it's a versatile field.
Yeah.
And it's the accumulation of such problems, such versatile problems rather, that we have to surpass it or overcome those situations through our ideal knowledge or through our honesty, modesty, and the qualities we learn in the
Yeah.
course of life.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the education to me. I believe this, and I feel.
And you
that-
know, there is no end of learning. The people think, the students think that we have passed so much, oh, that is so enough, I know everything. But here we can remember the word of Isaac Newton, the great scientist. We know is a drop of water, and what we don't know is a vast ocean. And he told, I have done nothing. I have picked up some pebbles from the sea beach. So the great man realized that what knowledge is actually. What knowledge. Little span of man's life, maybe 100 years. So within this period is very little time to know many things in this universe. So we have to be unique. We have to try to invent something. After book, there was earlier we think that there was no book. There was no book.
Yes.
It is the human being, how they become learned
Yes.
without any book.
Without any books.
Can our student imagine that they wrote book accumulating their experience, and on that basis we are going on our study, and our study is limited on that written book only. This is the conception of our students that we have learned it. But whenever they think that this book has been written by some human being, when he got education, there was no book. Only from the natural book, just like Jawaharlal Nehru taught Indira Gandhi, his daughter, that how to read the nature's book.
Yes, exactly. I'm just going to tell
Yeah,
this example.
yeah. So they read the nature's book and wrote the book from learning the nature's book. And now students cannot imagine that. Only they are limited in this. Their book is learning. So this is the problem nowadays. Apart from book, there are so many things to know. And as a teacher, a person when he will be teacher like us, I don't consider myself teacher because I follow Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda told no human being can be a teacher because he cannot tell everything I know. And Rabindranath also told what Vivekananda told. Experience of a person is teacher. So what I have gathered throughout my life at this stage, I am sharing with my student. And so many other teachers, they gathered more knowledge, they are sharing more things to the students. So Vivekananda told you can read whole library books, but you will not, there will be no use of that. But you read 5 books and you preach it. You preach it to others so that they can know. So what I am telling today, have you understood grammar problem? Yes. You make other, no, sir, it is not possible for me. I have learned, but I cannot make the others understand. Then I am telling you, your learning is incomplete.
Exactly.
Education is incomplete unless it is applied properly. Being educated, you are doing nothing. You are only earning and continuing your living. And at that a certain period, we are dying. But that's the end of human life. So you become something unique. Something unique. You take the suggestion of others. What you don't know, you know. You remove your egoism. Rabindranath told in our culture and their culture that no person, individual person can be the best.
Yes.
He or she has to take something, some experiences to gather from others to become the unique along with others'
We
knowledge,
have
other
to-
thing.
we have to
You are based
assimilate.
in mathematics, I am based in English, she is based in mathematics. All will create a new thing and that will be the unique.
Exactly. It's the assimilation. It's very important.
Yeah.
And among the cultures, assimilations among the cultures, we have to take the reference from everything and we have to just enrich ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's the meaning of education.
So we have already concluded and we are coming to the end. So what we have learned that definitely we should perform such day, Teachers' Day.
Yes.
We should enjoy, students should enjoy, teachers should also enjoy. Students should be blessed by the teachers today and teachers will be respected by the students. That is okay. But to give the honor of this great teacher, philosopher, we should keep it in mind that as a teacher we should be honest. We should devote our life in building the character, in building the career of the students, and at the same time, students should also be obedient. They should listen to their teacher with concentration, and above all, they will be disciplined and punctual in life. So, thank you very much, Sneha, for taking part in the discussion. Thank you very much. So, let's start our celebration now. One by one, you will come and celebrate. Somo Kumar Das in senior spoken English batch will recite a poem. Somo, please come.
নমস্কার নমস্কার শিক্ষক দিবসের পূর্ণ দিবসে সকল শিক্ষক মহাশয়কে আমার সশ্রদ্ধ প্রণাম জানিয়ে ঈশ্বরের কাছে প্রার্থনায় আমার নিবেদন, দাও শৌর্য, দাও ধৈর্য, দাও শৌর্য, দাও ধৈর্য, হে উদারনাথ, দাও দাও প্রাণ, দাও অমৃত মৃত জনে, দাও ভীতি চিত জনে, শক্তি অপরিমাণ, হে সর্বশক্তিমান, দাও স্বাস্থ্য, দাও আয়ু, স্বচ্ছ আলো, মুক্ত বায়ু, দাও চিত্ত অনিরুদ্ধ, দাও শুদ্ধ জ্ঞান, হে সর্বশক্তিমান, দাও দেহে দিব্যকান্তি, দাও গেহে নিত্য শান্তি, দাও পুণ্য প্রেম ভক্তি, মঙ্গল কল্যাণ, ভীতি নিষেধের ঊর্ধ্বে স্থির রহি যেন চির উন্নত শির, যাহা চাই যেন জয় করে পায়, গ্রহণ না পরিদান, হে সর্বশক্তিমান, হে সর্বশক্তিমান।
Well done. Thank you. Soumi Dhara of senior spoken English batch is going to deliver a short speech on the occasion of Teachers' Day. Soumi, please come and tell.
First of all, wish you a very happy Teachers' Day, sir. And Teachers' Day is a very special day for every students and teachers. We celebrate Teachers' Day in our country on 5th September on the occasion of Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan's birth anniversary. And in this day, we, the students, give some gifts to the teachers and get the blessings from our teachers. But not only that, teachers and students relationship should be a friendly relationship, and a true teacher should be a friend, philosopher and guide. And nowadays there are so many teachers in our country that they are very much professional about their teaching profession, and they don't entertain the students other than their syllabus of the their classes of the exam. But nowadays the students and teachers relationship are also weaning, that in most of the days in newspaper and news channel, in the television, we all can listen the news that the teachers are abusing the students, and they are torturing the students in inhuman way. And earlier it was also happening that the teachers used to beat and used to scold their students. But nowadays the situation is totally different. That nowadays if a teacher beats his or her student, their parents always are ready to complain against that teacher. And this is a common scenario in our country. But I think there is something gap is being created, that which is not good for our teachers and for our students. So the student and it may be the fault of the students, it may be the fault of the teachers, or maybe the fault of the parents of the students. So this should not be expected, because the teachers are our second parents, and schools are the second home, and we the students spend most of the time in the school, after that our home. So there the teachers always have the all right to scold the students, but nowadays this is not happening. So and in our country the students should be more careful about that, and always sometimes it happens that the student and teachers between them there is a miscommunication, so that's why this is happening. So I think this situation should be far more better for the benefit of the students, and the teachers are creating our future, and although we give the gifts in the day of Teachers' Day for our teachers, but I think the most precious gift for a teacher from the student is their prosperity in their future life and their marks in the examination and their result. So if a student is going to be a good person and get the good result in their exam, so I think this should be the best gift for a teacher, and the student and teacher relationship is a friendly relationship, and this should be accepted in all over the country. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Swami, thank you. Now Srijita Ghosh, reading in class 10, will recite a poem. Srijita, please come and start.
নমস্কার, আমার আজকের নিবেদন কবি সুকান্ত ভট্টাচার্য রচিত কবিতা এক যে ছিল। এক যে ছিল আপন ভোলা কিশোর, স্কুল তার ভালো লাগতো না, সহ্য হতো না পড়াশোনার ঝামেলা, আমাদের চলতি লেখাপড়া সে শিখলো না কোনো কালে, অথচ সে ছাড়িয়ে গেল সারা দেশে সবটুকু পাণ্ডিত্যকে। কেমন করে সে প্রশ্ন আমাকে করো না, বড় মানুষের মধ্যে গরিবের মতো মানুষ, তাই সে বড় হয়ে বড় মানুষ না হয়ে মানুষ হিসেবে হলো অনেক বড়। কেমন করে সে প্রশ্ন আমাকে করো না, গান সাধার বাধা আইন সে মানেনি কোনোদিন, অথচ স্বর্গের বাগান থেকে সে চুরি করে আনলো তোমার আমার গান। কেমন করে সে প্রশ্ন আমাকে করো না, কবি সে, ছবি আঁকার অভ্যেস ছিল না ছোট বয়সে, অথচ শিল্পী বলে সেই পেল শ্রেষ্ঠ শিল্পীদের সম্মান। কেমন করে সে প্রশ্ন আমাকে করো না, মানুষ হলো না বলে যে ছিল তার দিদির আক্ষেপের বিষয়, অনেক দিন অনেক বিদ্রুপ যাকে করেছে আহত, সেই একদিন চমক লাগিয়ে করল দিগ্বিজয়। কেউ তাকে বলল বিশ্বকবি, কেউ বা কবি গুরু। উত্তর দক্ষিণ পূর্ব পশ্চিম চার দিক করল প্রণাম। তাই পৃথিবী আজও অবাক হয়ে তাকিয়ে বলছে, কেমন করে? সে প্রশ্ন আমাকে করো না, এই প্রশ্নের জবাব তোমাদের মতো আমিও খুঁজি। নমস্কার।
Thank you, Srijita. Well done.